All right, guys, welcome to episode 12 of the Highs and Lows podcast crypto segment, where we talk about what's happening in the crypto ecosystem, blockchain, and Web3. Today, we're talking about a whole lot relating to desci, NFTs, Airdrop, agents, and so much more. So I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Ochoma Miracle.
It's always a great experience when we come around to talk about crypto and what has happened previously and probably maybe what we anticipate that would happen.
Yeah. And talking about first things first, where we can see we're in the airdrop season.
Yeah.
People have been making so much money from airdrops within the past 3 weeks. I mean, we've seen like 3 to 4 solid airdrops. We've seen me.
Yeah.
Me did like good amounts here. On average, we got like $500, $600 from me.
Yeah.
And some persons got as much as $50,000 and even more than. Yet from the me airdrop. We've seen Move. People also did well, $800 to as high as $9K from Move. We also seen Zion.
Yeah.
People also did above $1,000 to as much as $20,000 from Zion. But to the one that just happened barely 3 hours ago, before we just started this shoot today, was Vana.
Well, Vana really surprised a whole lot of
Yeah.
persons, me inclusive.
Vana. Yeah, because at first people felt the Vana might not cook because we were seeing airdrop allocation of 20 Vana tokens, 30, 50, 10.
Yeah.
But when it finally listed and the listing price was $33. Yeah, so
It
people
made
now
sense.
it now made sense. It was similar thing with me. You get me when we were seeing 100 me,
Yeah.
80 me. Some persons will see like 120 me. Some will even saw like 40 me.
Yeah.
It didn't make any
make
sense.
sense,
But
yes.
when it finally launched, some people were like, oh,
It
interesting.
was above $10 when you launched.
Yes, it was above $10. So somebody that got 100 me got approximately $1,000. Then it now started making sense. Yeah, so we can say that most of these airdrops, you tend to appreciate them after they've gone live.
Yes.
And Vana just proved that. If you look at the timeline, some community members, how much they got, on average, we would say Vana gave people like $500, $700 on average. Whereas you still had people that made as much as 10,000, 11,000, majorly because of the Vana NFT, which is another very interesting aspect. You know, we're discussing last week, not on the pod, but we're discussing last week about the NFT sale, which was sold out within a very short period of time. And
Like $80. So
yeah, and after like a few days, it was already at 1 Ethereum,
yes.
$4,000 from something that was minted at barely $80. And just this morning, we're still discussing it that it had gotten to $11,000. But the crazy thing is, right now, as we're shooting, 1 hour after we had that discussion, the NFT is sitting at roughly $1,300. So imagine people that never sold because they were
the money.
yeah, they were anticipating that this NFT is going to 40K, 30K, something they bought with $80. How greedy can someone be that you got something with approximately $80 that got into 800, that's 10x, within a week? You refuse to sell. That got into, let's say, 5K, which is more than 30x, still within 10 days. You get 10 days, even too much, and they still refuse to sell till the price got to like $11,000. Most persons still refuse to sell. How do you think
Well,
someone can be
you're
that greedy?
You're not going to blame people sometimes, you know, and sometimes I don't feel like because we do analysis. By the time you check, Vana is a chain. Vana is doing AI, which is a hot topic now. Vana is doing data, which is a hot topic now. This is their NFT. This is the NFT of the chain, the official NFT. And I bought it for $80 thereabout. It's 100 from 80 to 100, 200, 300, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. And these guys are going to do an airdrop for NFT holders. Meaning this NFT is going to still home. So you now start getting the idea of honks on Ethereum, Solana Monkey Business, Degenerate Apes Academy, and some others too, that
The gods
and
so
some
many.
others that really did numbers and sustained the numbers, not as if they did and then crash. No, they sustained the numbers and still sustaining the numbers till now. So you just start getting that feeling of I've hit jackpot. right? So I'm obviously in the middle of the bull market. I'm probably looking at least $25,000-$30,000 with this NFT. So, and then you know that crypto is a greed game, right?
Yes.
But then you have to keep your greed on check, constant check. If you only have one of those NFTs, for me, I only have one of those NFTs. Now I'm playing the devil's game because I only have one. So you see that it has hit 11K. I just jejely go and sell it. I call it $11,000.
And you forget it.
But if I'm holding two, I can say, okay, man, let me sell one, and then let me see what this other one would, what it would become of it. So now, because you know that one has already covered the cost of the two, and then good profit.
Yes.
Okay. Where it would not make sense to me if you're holding two and above two, and you still round tripped it. It got to 10K, 20K, 30K, and you still held everything. It came down to $8, $7. Guys, something is wrong with you somewhere.
Obviously.
So,
obviously.
Analysis too sometimes can blind people as to, guy, you used $80 to make $10,000. Please take profit.
Please take profit. That's like 100x.
So
and one thing people also fail to understand is the duration that you were
this
able
thing
to
happened.
do
Yes.
this. Because when people fail to understand that in crypto, when an asset moves
very fast,
within a very short period of time, chances are
it will come down.
It will also dump very fast within a short period of time, because something made it move that fast. Most times it's surge, it's demand and supply. And if at some point or at any point in time that is not sustained or maintained, that stuff would crash. If there's no value that can equate to the current price of that asset, no obtainable value, people will dump it.
People should also understand that NFTs generally is an illiquid asset.
Yes.
It's not like tokens that you can sell small of the tokens. NFT is like, if one NFT is 100K,
you have to sell it.
You
for
have
100K.
someone that wants to spend 100K for this JPEG. It's not, if I want to buy a Bitcoin, it's at 100K. I can buy $200 Bitcoin, a fraction of it, but I cannot buy a fraction. At least for most chains now, I can't buy a fraction of that NFT. I know they have fractionalization of NFTs and all that stuff, but it's not a widely accepted concept. So I cannot buy $200 of that your NFT. No, I have to go and bring 10K
and buy it.
So if you're saying that this thing is hype, 10K, you might go and list 10K to sell it. Someone go and list 9.5. You get that person is going to go before your own. So I don't know. For me, people should have taken profit, right?
It's crazy.
Don't run trip money. It's the bull market. So
yeah, it's crazy because most persons don't have their greed level.
You have to put it on check, yeah.
And most persons are over expectant. And people also forget to understand that in a bull market, things move very fast. Today, it's Vana NFTs. A few days ago, it was me.
Yeah.
About 3-4 days ago, it was me. Before that, it was Move.
Yes.
It was Zion.
Yes.
And still, while we're hearing me, we're seeing Nexus.
Yeah.
Nexus nodes.
Selling nodes. Yes.
You get where people were buying nodes, like nodes. 1,000 nodes were being sold off within like 10 minutes time frame. People were paying monthly just to be able to use those nodes to farm for the Nexus points. You get, but right now nobody's really talking about that again. Without people even thinking, would the fact that we're easily getting these nodes make the returns diluted?
Yes.
You get, most persons haven't even thought about that. But however, they are doing it because we are in the bull season. And we're seeing lots of airdrop perform very well. So people are just extremely euphoric about the whole thing, spending money. And most times people end up losing most of this money long term. So people need to try to like strike a balance when trying to go for most of these airdrops. It's a different thing if I've made money from airdrops. I can afford to like throw in $1,000 to go and farm Nexus.
Yes.
Because I've made money from subsequent airdrops. But for someone that is just coming, you're trying to like find your way around, and you say, is that Nexus? You would farm. You understand? There are orders that you can pay attention to. So many orders. In fact, there are $0 test nets that you can position yourself. And here, for people watching, we talk about most of these stuffs in our Telegram. So we even have lots of airdrops we've dropped there that the community members are actually participating in, and we're guiding them. So in case you're not in the Telegram channel, you should find your way to it. Link is in the description. Yeah, so you find out that most persons, they lack that guidance. That's why you'll be conversing with someone, like if you see some of the videos we post on TikTok, you see people be like, airdrop is scam, there's no money in airdrop. It's because of most times they are doing it the wrong way,
or they are doing the wrong airdrops.
They're doing the wrong thing. You get, we're discussing on Clubhouse about the color pool airdrop too, which we were actually discussing and saying that you can, even if you want to, spend some money to like get some Telegram stars, you get, which will boost the probability for you to get like a serious and reasonable reward you get for that airdrop. Now, most persons now, it's any airdrop that they see that they will do that thing. You get, they'll start committing, start spending money. You have people that will say tell you Telegram airdrops don't pay, but Major last month paid 7k, 8k. And also, most times it's also because of the bull market, which is what people fail to understand. So there can be some persons that they stopped doing anything airdrop since late last year, early this year, but they resumed from July, August.
Yes.
Because they started anticipating
the bull
market, knowing fully well that in the bull market there'll be crazy liquidity. Almost all platforms we want to do their airdrop, you get, because that's the best time to launch your token. And these platforms too, when they launch their airdrops in the bull market, they tend to like cash out big time. Yet you tend to see stocks like, if you notice in this bull market, we've rarely seen vesting, especially with airdrops. But in the bear market, it was common. You see people vesting for like 1 year, but now they just airdrop everything.
Nowadays, vesting is even like a rare thing now.
It's very rare because of there's so much liquidity. Okay, like Vana, if it was in the bear market, you'll be hearing you can only claim a percentage of it. The others you claim linearly.
Line,
you get stuffs like that, but we're no longer seeing that.
Pre-sales now, I don't really see vesting.
Yeah, I think was Hamster vested too. I think
I don't know, I can't remember.
Yeah, there are some
even because of pump fund, vesting is now no longer a thing anymore.
Yes. So I think people need to find a way to understand the time we're in the market and plan accordingly. Right now is airdrop season. Almost any airdrop that anybody tries to farm, chances are you'll get rewarded within the next 2-3 months. Then the solid projects, the likes of like Phantom that we're talking about, Meteora, and some other solid projects, this is the time that they'll be looking at
launching
also
an airdrop,
to their airdrop. Just like Magic Eden. The Magic Eden had dropped that they are diamond
stuff,
last year.
Yes.
But they never said anything about airdrop because they had looked at it and they knew that they will not really make that much money from it. If they had done it then, maybe the token would have gotten to $1 self. Maybe it would have been like 50 cents or 60 cents. But now it got above $10. Yeah, so people need to understand there's so much money in airdrops. And one of the biggest airdrops still, we spoke about in the last episode, Hype has done a new all-time high now, about $26, and it is still moving very strong. So one of the highest earners in the Hype airdrop, the person is sitting on almost $26 million now. Yes, from airdrops. So you can imagine that's like still the biggest airdrop. I don't think there'll be any airdrop that'll be able to beat Hype. Like in a very long time, I don't think so. So we saw one of the biggest pre-sale happen the last few weeks, or in this fourth quarter. We've seen one of the biggest pre-sale, and that was the drugs. Which is this side. What do you think about that pre-sale? We saw drugs do almost 500x from 100k FDV. It pumped to about $50 million FDV, and it's still holding at 30 something million, which is over 300x. We saw someone turn 0.5 Solana, which is roughly $110 to $30,000 within a space of 2-3 hours.
Yes, it's
crazy.
For me, drugs really did something fantastic. There was not much noise about the sale. The sale had a considerable time before it ended. That was why people were able to draw a lot of value from it. And it happened on DAO Fund, right? Now, most persons that want to launch on DAO Fund, they will do Twitter raid, they will make a lot of noise, and then they will give themselves VIP. Before you go and buy, it will just be a whole lot of mess. But drugs, they don't really have that. And also, when we tell people a project launched from 100k market cap and run up to 50 million market cap, they think it's very easy to get, right? I'm not saying it's difficult to get. I'm saying you would have to invest a lot of time to track these things. You're going to have to be on Twitter a lot, probably even on Discord and Telegram. In some cases, you're on these 3 platforms at the same time, looking at the same information that you've seen 3 hours ago. You're coming back to check on it to see if there's something new. You're interacting with the community. You've seen the same thing with us tracking Optimus and Bencat.
Yeah.
You're always on Discord, scrolling through people's messages, seeing if there's announcements. You yourself trying to also interact because you want the OG role, and also interacting on Twitter, basically trying to piece informations together, because there are general information that you give out. There are other informations that you can piece together with, oh, this person responded to this person.
Yes.
These projects, they might be linked together. Oh, this project even has a token. For example, what's it called? Bencat said they are going to use PermaSwap. You have to go and check out PermaSwap. Open PermaSwap, connect your wallet to PermaSwap, see how PermaSwap works. See how you can be able to swap on PermaSwap.
Yeah.
They say, okay, you have to bridge AR to WAR with, I think, AOX bridge. You have to go and check out AOX bridge. In fact, you have to even try to bridge on the AOX bridge. See how long it takes for your token to reflect. You have this knowledge. You bridge some funds and keep safe just to make sure that you're ready. They say they are going to use the Optimus site. You visit the site, you see the countdown, you connect to your wallet. These are the things that you prepare yourself for, and you wait, because they've given you a date. Sometimes they don't give dates for some of these things. When they don't even give dates, it's even worse, because you have to always be on your phone or on your laptop.
Yeah.
You have to also always set alarm to remind yourself to check, or to be in places where there is network or something like that. So it's a little bit of work, right? And most of the times when you get this thing, you have to believe that this thing is going to pump 5x, 6x.
Yes.
And as it does, maybe you might take out your capital and some chunk of profit, and you leave the rest to see how well it does. Drugs did really well. There are others that DAO fund is going to launch. People have to track those and see if it's of any value to them.
Yeah.
Like I told you the other time, desci is still in vogue, right?
And it's still new.
Yes, it's still there. So people should pay attention to it. There's going to be more projects like drugs that's going to run up numbers. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and also, what do you think? Talking about, because you made mention of Bencat.
Yes.
What do you think about the Bencat pre-sale? It's happening tomorrow.
Yes.
Less than, I don't think it's up to 24 hours anymore. Less than 24 hours. We've seen the Bencat pre-sale.
First of all, I would like to beg the gods of network, because these days we've been having issues with
Crazy network,
MTN and the rest of them. Don't mess this enough for us, because we've been tracking this thing for weeks now. Been on Discord, been on Telegram. Personally, I think Bencat is going to hit $5 million market cap easily within 24 to 48 hours.
Impressive.
Yes, because why I say this is, if you check Agent, which is like the highest ranking token on the AO ecosystem, 2.3 to 2.5 million market cap. I think it got as much as 3 million.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me that Bencat, with all this hype, publicity, partnerships,
distribution,
it won't be, at least even in the first few hours, twice the market cap of Agent. You won't tell me that. So that's what I think personally. And if one can even be able to get it immediately, it hits PermaSwap, you're almost certain.
That's around 120k market cap.
Yes, so you're almost certain of
20x.
Yeah,
minimum.
So it's crazy. So yeah, so I'm excited. I've bridged my funds, waiting. Hopefully we have good network to interact with the launch, and I know that a whole lot of people too are waiting, and I know you're waiting yourself.
Definitely. I'm actually waiting. For those watching that don't understand most of the stuffs we're talking about, we're actually organizing a crypto lecture to onboard newbies, those without knowledge when it comes to blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and Web3, and would want to start up their crypto journey. So this lecture would be like a 3 days lecture that starts on the 19th of December. All the details for this lecture is being provided in our Telegram channel. So you have to look for the link to our Telegram channels in the description, and you have to join. So we have a form that you have to fill. Now mind you, it's free. Like I said, there's a form that you have to fill to have access to this course when it starts. So to have access to that form, you can see it on our Twitter page, or you can see it on our Telegram channel. Also, most of the airdrop related stuff we've been talking about, we tend to pass those informations on how to go about it in our Telegram channel. So if you're not part of the community, I think you're really missing out. Then for those that want to ask like real-time live questions, we do hold Twitter spaces on Tuesdays and on Fridays in the evening. The venue is on Twitter. We drop the link also in our Telegram channel. So if you notice, almost everything we do, the Telegram channel is at the center. So if you're not part of our Telegram channel, you need to find your way and be part of it. You can get the link in the description or in any of our social media platforms. You can see the link to our Telegram channel, especially the TikTok. You see the link to our Telegram channel there. Yeah, so I think we just have a few more hours now to exercise patience, and we'll see what would be of Bencat. Now, another exciting stuff is a meme coin that's also listing this week, talking about one of the exciting stuffs besides Bencat, which is the oraichain meme. Yet Sam, which is listed I think on the 20th. 20th. So for those that are just hearing this, we also drop like the process that you can make use of to position yourself for this. If you haven't already, you've already missed out. There's no way you can position again, but that will be happening on the 20th of December, and Sam is like the very first meme coin on the Orai blockchain. So we expect it to be quite big, maybe not from the get-go, but most likely over time we expect it to perform really well. Then talking about calls, like projects we're bullish on, we made a call, Max.
Yes,
we spoke about Max on our previous episode.
Max is up more than 10x since
we spoke about Max on our previous episode, and we actually did tell the community to invest in Max. We also spoke about it here as one of the projects we're bullish on, which is up about 1,000% returns. So for those that actually bought, you can leave a comment telling us how much you made from Max. Yeah, looking at AO ecosystem, their mainnet goes live February next year. What basically are you expecting? And still looking at Bencat, the projection is Bencat to be listed on multiple centralized exchanges. The projection is Bencat will obviously go above $100 million FDV. How are you looking to like position and play this game in the AO ecosystem?
Well, for the AO ecosystem, the thing here is just interact with as much dApps as you can. Connect your wallets to as much dApps as you can. So if you have a little bit of fund, you can try to buy a few of the tokens, because we were having that conversation before we came here about, like, for example, Juice. Current market cap of Juice around $26,000 for that token. Then we have Fuel Energy, which is around 80k market cap, and then we now had the new one that came, which is Alone, about 300 and something
300k plus, which ran more than 20x and barely 48 hours.
One can just put small money, even if you have your $20, just interact with those, go to PermaSwap, maybe do one swap. You can go to Bottega, do a swap, check out desci, connect your wallet to desci, connect your wallet to Outcome, claim free tokens on Outcome so that you can do predictions. What else? Just interact with the equity. Go to Optimus, connect your wallet, go to their Discord, tweet, go to their Discord, chat, play the game, so that if there's an airdrop for interaction, you get some interaction. And I think even outside getting an airdrop, exposing yourself to the ecosystem, you're also exposing yourself to opportunity.
True.
Because now you can now see how the ecosystem works. So you can now begin to see patterns. So say, okay, these people are interacting with these people. No, these people were the people that built these decks. So, and they also now are the people that are building. So you now be like, oh, if their decks made this amount of money and they are building this token should pump. So interacting with an ecosystem makes you understand the ecosystem. So I think AO in February, a lot of the ecosystem projects I think is even preparing for February.
Yes.
So we are going to see a lot of on-chain activity, a lot of sex listing and all that stuff.
A lot of rewards.
Yes,
price action
in February. Because even the Bencat that is launching tomorrow is telling you that
the projection is
it's February. It's telling you that we are not thinking of breaking the moon now. It's February because we are thinking of listing on sexes in February. So even if you buy whatever you're buying now, see the gameplay for me now is even if I get in, you collect 20x, sell a large chunk of it. There will probably be people that are myopic where they've made money or this thing is not pumping as much as they wanted. They're going to dump. The price is going to correct.
Yeah.
Then you cannot get in waiting for February because it's by first quarter next year that we'll now start seeing those sex listings. Not this month. Probably not even first week or second week of January. It's February. So by the time there's a market correction, you're not going anticipating for February. So that's it.
Yeah, for those wondering how to jump into the AO ecosystem, we've made a video on that and you can have access to it from our Telegram channel too. And if you have so many other questions about the AO ecosystem or other ecosystems you would want to jump into, trade on, make investments and so many other stuffs and maybe look for opportunities, the best place to have access to this information too is from our Telegram channel. So this shows you how important it is to actually join our Telegram channel. Lastly, talking about liquidations, we've seen the largest liquidation since the last bull market. We saw it happen this December. Over $1.4 billion in a day was liquidated. What do you think? When the bull market, ideally people will be expecting making money up only.
So I think people have to understand that what makes this market interesting is the volatility. And volatility doesn't only involve up only. It involves up and down. And where most people get it wrong is they want to trade futures with a huge leverage. Someone is market buying Ethereum at 100x leverage, and you expect that Ethereum will keep going up and not have swings. Yes, if you zoom out maybe on a monthly time frame, you see that it's up only, it's going up. But when you zoom in 4 hours, 1 hour, you see that massive fluctuations.
True.
Okay, so you're more likely to lose a shit ton of money if all you're doing is you're zooming in and you people are trading 15 minutes candle chart with a crazy amount of leverage. So you're going to have most likely
recipe for disaster.
Yes, you're going to most likely lose money. Another thing is that people don't understand features. They just press red button or green button. You get? So they don't understand support and resistance. They don't understand trends. It's not like, it's bull market. My guy told me when he gave me this call, I should just enter. Enter without stop loss. Enter without take profit points. You just enter. You enter. And he can enter that trade and make money and go out. While you enter, you lose money. And you now ask why. Your leverage. He's entering with 5x. You want to beat him, you're entering with 25x.
Yes, you want to make more.
You want to make much more money, you get. So people have to be aware, right? And it's a zero-sum game. So you have to watch two things, your risk and your greed. If you're in profit, which most of you would be in profit, it's the bull market. You must be in profit. There's no swear for you. You must be in profit. Take some profit, right? Don't round trip money.
Yeah.
C is going to pump, Aptos is going to pump, Solana is going to pump, Avalanche, Phantom, these chains are going to pump, ecosystem tokens are going to pump. Your old bags that you bought sometime in 2021, all of a sudden will pump. We saw 10 cents pumping.
Yes.
Sorry, play cents. We saw, what's the name of, I've forgotten this other, this old tokens pumping from nowhere. You get, your bags is going to pump. Take profit. It's the bull market. Or you're going to lose it all. It's that simple.
Yeah, so you guys heard him. It's a bull market. You need to make sure you keep your greed level in check. Very, very important. And you manage your risk very well. Else, you'll end up leaving the bull market with nothing. Now, no one knows how long the bull market is going to last, but we do know one thing, that the bull market hasn't even kicked off properly. I mean, we're still in 2024, so we expect it to be bigger in 2025. So we don't know how long it will last, but if you ask me, I would say we're just getting started, so there's still time. Some persons will tell you it's almost over though. Yeah, so for those watching, we do this almost every week, and here this is our episode 12, and we talk about everything happening in the crypto space. Just a reminder that we have an upcoming lecture for newbies, and the intention is to onboard new persons to the blockchain, Web3 and crypto space. So if you know you have zero knowledge, zero experience, and you want to get started with your crypto journey, I mean, this course is for you. Again, it's free, but to have access to it, you need to find your way to our Telegram channel. You need to join, and there's a form there that you need to just fill the form. The course starts on the 19th of December, and it will last for 3 days. So this is your opportunity. You can share this information to whoever needs it. It's your window to get started on your crypto journey. Now, should you have any questions, don't forget to leave a comment, and don't also forget to share. Thanks guys, and that's all for today's episode.